Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas, huge capabilities and for better health. We're back yet again with PLAVE. Both because I want to, but obviously also because all of you want it. Okay, the reception to the two videos I've done so far for PLAVE has been unbelievable. Over 10,000 views on my reaction to the newest music video Dash and the album Calico Part 1, and then also now already over 7,000 views for the Catching Up on PLAVE, where we reacted to 4 of the music videos. And as already announced in the comments of that video, we're now here with a big special, because we're going to be checking out all the other remaining songs that PLAVE has released to date, and that are Pixel World, which was a B-side from the debut single, then Y, which was I think a pre-release single for their first mini album, then we have I Just Love Ya, which I think is also with it as well, similar to a Dear, oh god, I have no idea to pronounce that. Then we have a Christmas special where I was like at first, should I react to this right now? Should I maybe leave it for Christmas at some point? When I was like, come on, whatever, throw it in. Then from the same album that Wait for Love came from, we got Watch Me Woo, Virtual Idol, and From. And I think Our Movie is also part of that. And then we have 2 OSTs that they released between that album and the recent one with What If and We Don't Stop. Sounds great. It's gonna be a long video, it's gonna take a while, so let's not waste any more time. Kick things off at the beginning with the lyric video for Pixel World, which is, like mentioned, part of their debut single album alongside Wait For You. Let's check it out. I'm very excited. If you've checked out my short, one of my recent ones, they really dominated that week when we started to listen to them. Okay, PLAVE was in my top 10 of that week 4 times with Dash, Island, Wait for Love, and also at the top Chroma Drift with 105 streams on Chroma Drift alone. So yeah, PLAVE, incredible, instantly catch to the music now that we finally probably checked them out. Like mentioned, all of these songs have like 1 stream on my Spotify stats, but like sometime last year in the background, not fully focused on. Huge difference to now sitting here, probably giving the songs the attention they deserve. Let's go with Pixel World. Cute animation. Oh, now I understand the hearts, because I've seen people use these exact 5 hearts in my comments. I guess they are the representative hearts. Ooh, digging those synths there. I would have actually expected this to sound a bit more arcade-like, given we're going for Pixel World, but nice full chorus. Also cool that you can actually see who's singing by the, you know, that's really cool. The keys hit too. Oh, this is such a playful instrumental. I like it. Pre-chorus is really nice. Such a simple yet satisfying sound production. Synth coming in, very bouncy, very groovy. The shouting is really nice. Yeah, very fun chorus, very fun melody, and just general flow variations in there. Their walk is so cute. Oh, I just now realized the timer at the top as well. This is a cool lyric video. Simple but effective. Yeah, and the little shouting parts. Oh, this is such a solid B-side. And I always talk about it. Give that little instrumental outro. Give the song those 10 seconds. See how easy it is to make a satisfying outro. Nice. Nothing to complain about. Okay, this was the first B-side they released. And it couldn't be a more satisfying B-side. It's an example that I think we've had it already, didn't I? Think we had it on the Caligo album. This is the type of song, even though it's a bit different to the other B-sides on that album, at least. On the Caligo album, we had Chromadrift, it was absolutely insane, and Island as a ballad. Ballads are always a plus for me. And then the other two B-sides we had were Riz and A to T, which were good in their own way, but they were more songs that I would listen to when I listened to the album, but not necessarily on their own, like I would or did with Chromadrift and Island. And I think this is the case here with this song, though I generally definitely vibe with this song a little bit more than with the other two, because Pixel Word is, like mentioned, such a light-hearted, fun, bouncy, playful track. Instrumental, it's very fresh, a lot of fun sounds in there. Like mentioned, the chorus is very full, provides a lot of flow variation with some nice melodies sprinkled all over the place. It's one of those songs that you can listen to over and over, and there will always be little highlight sections, right? It's not like one very linear song production where the song just, you know, just follows a straight line. We do so many little different things and spring on so many little moments that like stand out when you listen to the song, and it will continue to stand out the more you listen to it, so it definitely has potential to intrigue you to listen to it more. Though it's definitely, like mentioned, not as stand out to me now like a Chromadrift as example, but this is the type of song you put on in a playlist, and whenever it comes up, it's an immediate good time. Okay, this is such a fun vibe. It's very, very solid for a B-side, especially on top of that, with the great debut that they debuted with. Nothing to complain about. Satisfying as well. Like mentioned, the song doesn't rush itself. They could have ended it there, they could have ended it there, but they did the smart thing that I always talk about. Give the song those 15 extra seconds at the end. Let the instrumental play out a little bit more. Add a little shouting section. Why not? It just polishes and wraps up the song in a very tight and satisfying manner that just does so much on re-listens, that does so much when you listen to the song over and over. Because when a song ends up properly, it's always a little bit, you know, just leaves a little bit of a taste for more. In this case, there's nothing I could have asked for more, okay? With what we wanted to do with the song, nothing to complain about. No mistakes, no leftovers, no hole in the song that need to be filled. Absolutely on point. On point song. Very, very fun. And once again, big fan of the lyric video as well. Again, with those hearts that I think I saw under my recent videos, including the short. I'm guessing these are their representative colors, because actually, now that I think about it, I talked about it in the catching up on video. When watching their music videos, they actually don't change hair colors or like change the appearance too much. They actually stick to one single look, which in this case is he with his white hair, one with the blonde, the one with the pink, right? So these are like also now the representative colors. Surprised that this is a purple heart for him and not the other one. I feel like they would have maybe been actually a bit more fitting. But yeah, you see that, you might be able to see, you see the arts, you see the colors, yep. That's where I saw this already. Okay, very good start, Pixel Word. Next up is Why, which was a pre-release single, or like standalone single that then also got put on to the single album with the 6th Summer and the other songs for the first album. Check it out.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Make it go, click, click. Make it go, mad, mad. Make it go, wreck, wreck. I know, but man.
Also, Pixel Word felt very different to the title tracks. They're definitely trying around with the B-sides. Not the classical band sound.
We make a trend 흔해 빠진 맴들은 잡아고 너도 We make a friend friend들이라는 freak 모두 모여 여기로
Interesting, because the delivery feels much harder than the actual sound of the song.
너 집에 안 갈 거야 Tell me what you want 나 보여줘
Oh, his voice suits this a lot.
너 정말
This is very chill, very simple. Much calmer, much slower in the production. Oh, once again, the balloons colored in a member's representative color. Interesting though, because like I mentioned, the opening rap felt so not out of place, but like was sonically felt very heavy in comparison to the actual instrumental. But then the rest of the song is once again very soft and chill. Oh wow. Oh, song's already over. Oh wow. It was short. It was definitely the shortest songs we've listened to from them thus far, and I feel like that definitely also shows. Yeah, this song definitely from all the songs we've checked out from PLAVE thus far, definitely the one that what's a good word for it? Flashes me the least. Yeah, I finished listening to the song and I'm like, yeah. Not sure if I'm going to listen to the song much again. Yeah, Pixel World, like mentioned, immediate. Oh, that's definitely going to the playlist. Very fun, very vibey. Like mentioned, very engageable instrumental and very engageable song production with a lot of different lyrics and flows and everything. Why feels very simple. Too simple, maybe even. Where outside of the rap section at the beginning, they like mentioned, felt from the delivery very, very different to what we wanted to actually go for with the instrumental. Doesn't have too much to offer. Yeah, it's a short song, just a bit above 2 minutes. The general production and delivery is very lean back and vibey, but like in a very, yeah, not necessarily boring way, but just not as exciting as in other songs. Yeah, like mentioned, Chroma Drift was obviously also much more chill and vibey in comparison to some of their other songs, but like that song had, in terms of delivery and flow and just general production, so much more to offer. Why is a bit bland in that sense. Not terrible by any means. Yeah, obviously listenable, some soft vocals in it that I really enjoyed, especially from him and with the pink the pink lyrics basically. Yeah, the song has its qualities 100%, and it's by any means no bad song, but definitely from all the PLAVE songs we've listened to thus far, the weakest, or at least the one that I would consider to be the least stand out. Yeah, like when I'm thinking about, hey, someone asked me, show me a PLAVE song to make me a fan of them, I probably wouldn't pick this song. Yeah, and I probably wouldn't add this song necessarily to a PLAVE playlist because it just doesn't evoke as much in me as the other songs do. It's fine, you can do it, why not? Song like this, like if it comes up in a place, shuffled in, sure, why not? You can move yourself a little bit to it, but yeah, the other songs are definitely doing more for me. So let's see if that's now the case also for I Just Love Ya. I think this one also was part of their first mini album with Y and the 6th Summer. Let me actually maybe check beforehand again. Like mentioned, Pixel Word, loved that one. Very, very fun, on point B-side. Y definitely thus far my least favorite in the sense of, again, not terrible by any means, but just in comparison, a little bit boring. Yeah, definitely a little bit, doesn't have as much power to it, or at least as much uniqueness to it. Asterium, The Shape of Things to Come, that was it. That was the pre-release. Then we had the 6th Summer, and now we have 2 B-sides more, I Just Love Ya and Dear I got no idea how to pronounce it. Let's check it out.
반짝이는 별 아래
너의 미소 넌 아름다워
이 순간을 기억해
영원히 간직할게 it's alright
너를 향해 난 직진
Immediately so much more going on.
yeah 타오르는 불씨처럼 뜨거운 내 맘 너도 같은
Pufino, like mentioned.
Feel like I'm dreaming 너를 볼땐 You are the reason that I'm breathing
Nice bit up in the background.
I just love you
Interesting. Get to it in a second. The title tracks have been so Day 6 Extraordinary Heroes vibes, and this in Pixel World feel very... Oh, what's a good comparison? Much more bubblegummy. Reminds me a bit of NCT Wish. The output has been very similar recently, or in general. Like this, you know, very upbeat, fun, playful boy group sound that TWS also does. Or TWS? I don't know how to pronounce it. Very fun chorus though. Love the harmonizing shouting. This one once again on point. Very fun, engageable song. That's okay. Super good. Ooh. Okay. Similar to Y, much shorter song. Yeah, the recent album was definitely much longer with the songs. This one definitely has a bit more in the length at the end than Y, because after the second chorus we actually do a bit of an outro. So I would have loved to have a third chorus in there as well, right? And a little bit of a bridge, so this song definitely could have also been like 10-20 seconds longer, sure. But it's fine for what it is. Once again, similar to Pixel World, though I think I prefer Pixel World a little bit more. It's a solid B-side. Yeah, I think one always needs to look at a song and look at what that song is trying to be. Yeah, like mentioned, their title tracks have been incredible, super memorable, and like mentioned, very outstanding in that sense. And now we have a song like this that, like mentioned, comes in with their first album, and it's a fun, good time. It's on point. I mentioned could have been a little bit longer, but it offers a lot. Engageable, fun instrument. Like I mentioned, the chorus also, especially with the shouting and the harmonies, really cool. But it's obviously nothing that like flashes me now as much like a title track does. Yeah, and I think that also should be the case to some way. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of B-sides that end up being some of my favorite songs ever, that end up completely overshadowing a title track for me, right? But majority, you often have the title track, which is supposed to be the big, flashy, wow song, and then other B-sides that are fun and fine, but obviously not on the same level. And this is definitely the case for the earlier B-sides, like Chroma Drift. Insanity, right? And I like language as a ballad enthusiast, obviously. I Just Love Ya, fun song, nothing wrong with it, but similar to Pixel World, nothing I would listen to individually, but if it comes up in a playlist or when I listen to the album, or like, you know, just the discography in general, fun time, great, good, lots of good qualities to it, enjoyable time. Yeah, and I think there's also generally a lot of when you look at a lot of albums, especially bigger albums, you will always have the type of songs where you think, this one feels like a little bit like a filler, right? Like Aspas Armageddon, Long Chant as example. If you listen to that album, where you're like, you have so good B-sides in there, and then you have a B-side where you just listen to it and you're like, yeah, this just feels like a skip in some way. Not the case here, but like, I think you understand what I mean, right? In terms of like song production and K-pop, there's just some B-sides you listen to where you're like, yeah, those are there now to just fill the slot, basically. Yeah, and the focus will obviously be more shifted towards a different B-side, or obviously the title track. I Just Love You though, good time, enjoyable. And the last song of that first mini album is Dear PLLI?
Feel so special. 아침에 눈을 떴을 때 나 옆에서 You're my treasure. 네가 있다는 게 그저 꿈만 같아서 어젯밤 난 웃었던 수많은
Noah really has such a nice vocal.
우린 약속했죠.
The amount of times he enters the song, I'm like, own you also though with the variety in delivery. PLLIs. Oh, is that the fandom name? So it's a fandom song? I get it. The way he can sound so much like Changbin, then on the other way like completely different person is crazy. Range. Or it's a lyric video, maybe wrong. I'm not sure because I think someone said it the last time. Either way, it sounds great. Oh, but this chorus is nice. Whistling, always great. I was about to say, don't you dare end it here. Don't you dare.
How could you be so pretty 놀라워 우리 처음 본 그 순간부터 정해졌던 운명 이 너라고 난 확신했어 꿈이 아니라면
Ooh, this is a nice bridge.
It's all yours, please.
Then a little pause before the drop. Oh, this I mean, which about to me so so good. That part is so nice. But I definitely could have done a bit more at the end there. Yeah, this time, yeah. You can. I'm not sure if this is gonna sound like mean or if anything, actually, it's more credit towards them. I feel like you can tell the improvement. I feel like you can tell how quicker their general production level and general quality in terms of music already got so much better very early on, right? Like mentioned, I remember really liking the title track, but like in terms of B-sides, you could tell that it's not as polished yet. I feel like all the songs from the recent album were so polished and great, especially Chroma Drift. Chroma Drift, yeah. I feel like you can tell immediately, or like can tell that in the beginning, songs are great, like mentioned Pixel World, nothing to complain about, but you still have songs like Now This, where the end feels like it could have had a little bit more, or like mentioned a short song like Wide, it feels a little bit filler, or like not too special, right? I feel like you can already tell that they definitely already leveled up and improved themselves a lot over these, because like mentioned, I think all their songs are completely fully self-produced, right? Let's check on Spotify. Either way, this is definitely my favorite B-sides of this first EP, Asterum, The Shape of Things to Come. Like mentioned, Why is too short, I Just Love You was a bit too... I I Just Love You was, like mentioned, this very typical upbeat, feel-good, bubblegummy sound, and similarly to girl groups, this is just a sound that, like, unless it's done in a level like After School by Weekly, just often isn't my thing, right? If a bubblegum song really wants to stick with me, it needs to be an absolutely insane level of catchiness. Like After School by Weekly, one of my favorite K-pop songs ever. Wasn't the case here, so you know, it's a bit difficult to catch me with that. While on the other hand, the band sound that we had going for the title tracks catches me very quickly. View song credits. Written by PLAVE. Yep. So yep, definitely all self-produced with maybe a little bit of a different. Wait, who was that? Who was the other person? Is that their co-producer that they're working with? Vendors, Jazzy. Name tells me something. Sounds familiar. Either way, though, this is my favorite B-side of the album, despite it, like mentioned, lacking a more satisfying ending, like Pixel Word. They definitely did it better there. Very fun, nice vibe, soft song, something for a vibey playlist, which also have very nice chorus. Once again, little cool thing we do there with the writing and general melodies. Bridge was also cool. Like mentioned, only thing to complain about is that the end could have been done a bit more satisfying, like Pixel Word. Beyond that, very nice song, good song. Once again, I'd stand on B-side like Chromo Drift as example, but very solid. Nothing to complain about besides the ending. And now we get to the Christmas song, which is obviously always a bit of a category for its own, right? Holiday season, those songs often end up sounding a little bit same. Like mentioned, I wasn't too sure if I should even react to this now because it's February. I mean, to be fair, there's snow outside, which is crazy. The last years in Germany, there's always been no snow for Christmas, but snow before in December and then in January and February. I'm like, that's not what I needed. You know what I mean? Let's get to the holiday season mood, sure. Why not? Why not? Why not? That's fun though. With the nutcrackers. Such a good movie. At least it's one of those holiday songs, yeah, with a bit of oomph. I love the beanie on him though. Oh, it is actually also it's a bit of OST flavor. And his beanie also with the teddy bear is cute. The fact that he got Nikes though. Okay, this part now. Some parts in the song actually sounded like they aren't necessarily only holiday flavored. This part obviously though, right?
I swear to God, I love you forever, babe.
That part was so funny for some reason. Explain in a moment why. I love the way he's whipping along with his feet. so many cool little details in the animation that I really like.
눈이 내리죠. 그대 올까요? 혹시라도 내가 놓칠까 봐 그대가 보여 내리는 눈 사이로 꿈을 꾼다 이 눈이 널 닮은 이 순간 멜로 영화처럼 마침내 우린 결말이
The sassy look at him though.
Christmas for you 꿈만 같아 온 세상이 멈춘 이 순간
Ooh, that was a nice high note.
눈송이가 수많은 별이 되어 반짝일 거야
Cute. I mean, like mentioned, it's a holiday song, and holiday songs, they're always a thing for themselves, and they're obviously the type of music that you just don't find yourself listening to much outside of the holiday season, with exception for like the actual winter albums, though obviously, and that's a big difference, those winter albums aren't necessarily like very holiday sonically, right? You know what I mean? This song, like I mentioned, has sections where you're like, oh, this runs with an OST, and then you have like that chorus coming through where like, yeah, that's a Christmas song. It's a really good song though, nonetheless, and it's definitely one of the better Christmas holiday songs I've heard, because let's be honest, a lot of them are just often just too similar to one another to like you really stand out, and even if you really love a artist's voice, it's just like mentioned often a bit too much of the same. But this is a really solid holiday single. The video adds a lot to it in my opinion. Really cute, really oozes personality. And yeah, it's vocally also nice. It's a long song, which I always appreciate. It's a good time. But like I mentioned, it's a Christmas song, so it's not the type of song I will find myself listening to in any other month other than December. Yeah, which is totally okay, because like I mentioned, that's the whole point of songs like this. It's a fun Christmas song. I liked it. What I wanted to say is this part in the middle where he was like randomly, oh, I love you here. I swear to God, I love you very much. You're like in the middle of a conversation with people, and then that one drunk friend just suddenly like, I love you forever. You know what I mean? That's just, it kind of reminded me of where it's just like hanging out with people, and then one guy just suddenly is like, I love you, bro. And then everybody just moves on. Just kind of reminded me of that. Pretty funny. Okay, we're now moving over to the B-sides from the Way for Love album, which was like mentioned one of my most listened to songs last week. Yeah, after I listened to that song properly in that catching up video, boom, 85 streams in the upcoming 2 days. Incredible song. Finally, the very PLLIstmas is actually also part of that album, which is kind of weird. Like, why not just keep it as a standalone Christmas release? Why squeeze it into that album? Wait, oh wait, I remember this actually. I remember seeing this on the K-pop subreddit. I'm pretty sure I remember. Oh wait, was it? Yeah. Because they released the song on December 2023, but then they for some reason decided to add this to the tracklist of an album releasing in February. Where you're like, imagine you listen to that album and suddenly Christmas song comes on. I think that's actually what happened to me, right? I can't even remember. Yeah, not sure why they decided to edit it on there. Just feels a little bit unnecessary, but nonetheless. Watch Me Woo, the first song on Asterum 134-1. Let's go. Very short. Wow.
I got stuck in runway 돌아가는 문제 속에 매이고 있어 When I touch the moon 도달할 수 없단 건 참 머리속었지 Watch me Watch me
Interesting, because with the tracklist placement and the length, you think this is like an intro. But But it feels so different to Wait for Love, which I think it like would kind of flow into.
All I can say is freedom. Oh no.
Interesting delivery once again. Generally, this is sonically very cool. Very different. Where did the heart come from? Now into something different. Not necessarily like 100% my style, but it's new for it. It kind of has an effect.
Goals getting bigger, gold on my neck, shining 24/7. They call me mad. Goals getting bigger, gold on my neck, shining 24/7. They call me mad.
Where did that come from?
상관없이 얘기를 원하면 다 일어나가. Why so serious? Goddamn. 시간은 그물린 단방울 뒤에 우린 고급지게 놀아. Play.
Ooh, that was a sick verse though. Where did that come from? This all felt kind of like entrancing in some way with the way the instrumental is done. Then boom, dropping bars. Wow, what an interesting song. Because like mentioned, this is placed as first song on the album and before the title track, and it's a very short song, so you would expect, okay, it's going to be a bit more of an intro that might sonically be similar to the title track as like a cohesive opening to the album. Starting the album with this song and then following it up by Wait for Love is insane. Like, what? It's like so far away from another in terms of like sonical production and just sound. Like the song, I wouldn't necessarily call it a trip, but like this instrumental and this vibe and this flavor in the beginning especially has such an effect on the ears, where like a bit, you know, entranced to some degree, and then there's just so much variety with the lyrics and with the delivery and just the general flow and everything. And I imagine he just drops in there with such a sick rap verse, which I wouldn't say feels out of place, but it's like you wouldn't expect it at all because the song wasn't going like that at all. It's so weird because this doesn't feel like a real song. You know what I mean? This doesn't feel like a full proper song. This feels like a bit of a B-style intro to the album. So interesting. This is so difficult to categorize. It's so difficult to categorize in terms of concept, genre, and just general idea what we wanted to do with it. Again, if we did this like in the middle of the album or like at the end or whatever, if anything actually better in the middle of the album, okay, yeah. But like putting this in the beginning of the EP, followed by the title track, which is so cohesively beautiful in some way, right? And then we have this, which is like really cool. Don't get me wrong, this song is cool, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of different in a good way, but also a confusing one, yeah. As someone that language consumes so much cable, I'm like, haven't had that before. A song like this, placed like this, sound like this. I pick it though. That was cool. Though language and though also very short. Virtual Idol is next. Let's check it out. Also very short. Wow. What's up? What happened with the song length?
그런 거 말고 우리가 맵다. 은호야, 가자. 어디 갈까 고민하지 마. 너 뭐래도 난 충분하니까. 있잖아, 진짜로.
Whoa.
하나도 부럽지가 않아.
Interesting.
내 스타일은 한기로 듣고 흘렸던
What an EP. You have such a cohesive, satisfying title track, and then such interesting B-sides. I'm really digging the instrumental. The delivery is very unique though. Like the ad-libs too. Like what's like I'm trying to think of like a cohesive, you know, song construction right now, but I don't even know where we are. Is this a chorus? Is this a post-chorus? Pre-chorus? The part is nice. Reminds me of Icon. This part is nice. Okay, that's cool. The CEO dropping a line at the end. Cool. That's fun. Okay, now that was weird. Weird in a fun way, but also confusing one. Because like I mentioned, looking at the whole EP, you have Wait for Love, which is such a flawless title track. Then we open with a short song that's sonically very different. It just feels, you know, a bit misplaced in terms of like, you know, because then at least now we Wait for Love. And then we come with a song that is like also very playful and upbeat and movable, but has such a unique and different delivery to it. Yeah, with a lot of talking, ad-libs are very, very weird. And intriguing though, because like I mentioned, you listen to the song and you're like, what are we doing? Well, as you saw also, I just midway through just kind of lost myself in trying to focus what's going on, and then it wasn't even clear, okay, where are we right now? Was it the chorus? Are we in the chorus? Where are we right now? The song just feels a bit, not necessarily messy, but definitely a bit overwhelming in that sense. You listen to the song for the first time properly and you're like, huh? It's not a situation like with some NCT songs or like SM songs in general where you like, you know, get completely overwhelmed by very loud instrumentals and sun switches and everything. It's definitely more cohesive in that sense. But like I mentioned, the combination of a very untypical song construction with such a different, unique delivery from the flow and pronunciation and ad-libs really made for a unusual listening experience where you're basically forced to listen to the song at least 1 or 2 more times to probably even understand what's going on. Yeah, and it's also just very short. Yeah, but interesting. And once again, in that sense, I can definitely credit and applaud creativity and trying different things out. But like the title track is like so much better. Okay, right now none of the B-sides can like really hold a candle to the quality of the title track. Where I'm like, you listen to the title track, this is so insane. You're like really intrigued to see how the rest of the album, you know, hold up, and then you might be a bit disappointed to some degree, right? This is like mentioned always the thing when you do title tracks in a very typical manner, or like one typical manner in a very cohesive sonical manner, and then do something a lot of different things on the albums. Dreamcatcher I mentioned, obviously very rock driven, especially with the title tracks. They also end up trying out a lot with different genres on their EPs and albums, but they actually like fully invest into that genre, so that even though they're far away from their usual title track sound, you're like not put off or anything. Right now, at least for the earlier songs, obviously this is the same case for Chroma Drift and Riz and everything, those songs are also so different to the title track, but those songs then, like mentioned, at least individually really nailed it. Thus far, for their earlier albums, the B-sides are really not as good as the title tracks for me personally. Not terrible by any means, once again, but just not even slightly on the same level. The title tracks are genuinely on point, so good. Thus far, the best B-side actually is Pixel World. From all these older songs we've now checked out, Pixel World remains by far the best. Yeah? And I'm really intrigued now to see how From is gonna feel like. Because thus far, you have Wait for Love as the insane title track, then two very experimental, I think experimental is actually the right word to choose, songs with Virtual Idol and Watch Me Woo, and a Christmas song. Right? A piece of it all over the place in that sense. Let's check out the next song, which is much better in the length. Also, our movie I think is also part of it, right?
How are you doing? 괜찮은 건지 사소한 감정들에 지쳐 보여 Somebody help me 그 시간들이 지나서 내게 비춰진 지금의 나 두려웠던 나의 기준 It was me didn't recognize myself 잠들지 못한 그날 잠들 수 없던 그 밤 무너질 수 없었던 일어서야만 했던 Forgiveness, broken heart Better have dreamed that they are
Ooh, that was a nice flow.
From your best friend 여기 rain is falling 여전히 난
I love this simple but effective instrument right now.
Somebody help me 그토록 바랬던 그 사람은
Interesting with the Korean lyrics from the way the sentence is built. Unless it was a mistake in the editing.
나의 기준 It was me didn't recognize myself 잠들지 못한 그날 잠들 수 없던 그 밤 무너질 수 없었던 일어서야만 했던 Forgiveness, broken heart Better have dreamed that they are when
Nice. That part is so nice in terms of the writing. So good.
From your best friend
I needed that. After those other two B-sides, I needed a song like this. Calm, relaxing, simple, on point, vocally beautiful.
잠들지 못한 그날 잠들 수
Ooh, now synth coming through, adding some volume to the for the final chorus. Oh, that part is so good.
From your best friend
Oh, more of this. Oh, that is gorgeous. More PLAVE ballads. My mind struggles to comprehend the fact that this song and Wait for Love are on the same album as the other two songs. Which again, they aren't terrible by any means, but they're so weird and different. Which again is applaudable and cool to some degree because it's just, you know, something different and stands out. But just personally isn't really something for me. Yeah. Neither Watch Me Woo nor Virtual Idol or songs that I can see myself listening to maybe more than 5 times or something. Because I'm like, who knows? Maybe actually they catch on to me, but like the first impression is like, what? What are we doing? What? You know? This song on the other end, beautiful. Yeah. Reminds me a lot of Island. It kind of feels like Island's predecessor. Wait, no, predecessor comes after. What do you call something that comes before? Or what's the predecessor? Let me Google. Similar to Island, though Island obviously sonically a bit more even more into the ballad direction because of the piano. Wait, predecessor. Before, never mind. Okay, From feels like the predecessor to Island because it's a very slow but satisfying full song that highlights the vocals of the members beautifully. And this song has such a calming, relaxing vibe to it, especially after those other two B-sides that are, like mentioned, sonically and delivery-wise so different. Yeah, this song really does all it needs to do. I love the fact that we do like a very good long first two parts and do an instrumental bridge into the final chorus that then is from the volume and general sound even louder, and therefore just has a bit of a bigger effect. And then we do another instrumental outro with some heavenly violence added on. So simple but so beautifully done, and the song just has an effect on you. Yeah, I listen to the song and I'm like, wow, I needed that right now. So calming, so healing, beautiful. And I mentioned that part in the chorus, so cool. Forgiveness, broken heart, but I've dreamed of they always. Instantly so catchy, immediately sticks with you. Fully English too, so very sing along where you can really picture yourself going like, forgiveness, broken, you know. I don't have the voice for it as you can see, but beautiful. Incredible song. Wait for Love, the by far best song on the album. Like, I'm intrigued to see now how our movie's gonna feel, because if our movie's also gonna be really good, then this album is basically like split into halves. You have the one half where it's like two very different experimental B-sides and the Christmas song, and then in the same time track and the really good B-sides, which why not? Yeah, sure. But let's go over to our movie. Sounds good.
사랑에 빠져 너란 존재를 알게 된 건 너 정말 lucky me 비슷한 모습에 운명이란 나를 믿어줘 마침내 시작된 우리 이야기를 써내려가요 너란 영화 해줄게 highlight 나의 영화 되어줄래 마지막 한 편의 영화가 끝나도 끝이 아닐 거라고 멜로 영화 주인공은 너야
This is actually a bit their style, huh? In some way. Or it's definitely become more prominent. This contrast between soft, smooth sections into a bit more upbeat with some loud shouting on top of it for the energy. But definitely here in a much more on point way than the other songs. You know what I mean? Smooth verses and then good energy here with some good power in the delivery. Nice. A song of two faces basically, or two sides. Though it sonically obviously stays in the same direction. Ooh. Oh, this is such a... This song has such an energy to it. And then the softer the parts, right? Such a nice contrast. And the song is rather short, Not as short as the other two, has a 10 seconds more so. But it doesn't feel like it's lacking. As always, it's always about how you use the time you have. Some songs do better than others. Definitely the case here. Our movie is a bit shorter, 20 seconds below the 3 minutes. But you don't really feel like it's missing much. Yeah, because it just delivers in the runtime it has. This song is very interesting because it starts very soft, and especially after From, you're thinking, okay, this is gonna be another rather softer song, maybe something like A to T, which is that, right? Where it's like soft and calm all the way through. But here it's calm, softer section with some vocal focus into energetic, loud, uplifting. Yeah, that was the thing about Virtual Idol. Oh no, I think it wasn't Watch Me Woo. When you listen to so many songs at once, it's getting a bit overwhelming to keep the thoughts and, you know, all in the proper categories. But like there, the yelling, like mentioned, and the delivery, the loud delivery, just felt a bit off or just not as on point. Because on the one hand, like mentioned, was just very different, which makes it feel that way at first, even though it might actually be better when you listen to it more. But like here, the shouting sections and the yelling parts are just done in a much more tasteful and proper way, where you listen to those parts and it doesn't feel out of place. It doesn't feel weird. It catches you off guard at first, like it did for me, but you listen to it and you're like, yeah, this is a nice switch of pace. Even though, no, we don't actually switch the pace. We keep the pace of the instrumental, but the delivery just changes, but it's done in a very nice way here. Because here we do it in the chorus, right? Here it just feels like the focus being put on the chorus with those sections and that na 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 da 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 just also a very good simple melody, very solid B-side. Yeah, highlights definitely Wait for Love and From, but this one's definitely My Thing and good. The other B-sides like mentioned, Watch Me Woo and Virtual Idol, very indifferent on them. Like mentioned, I can definitely credit and applaud doing something different, but like these songs just don't compare to the on pointness of those other songs. And I mentioned Merry Playlist, good song, but it's a Christmas song. Yeah. Now, to wrap things up, we have two OSTs, which I said the title tracks definitely have energy of. So these are definitely probably going to be more my thing, and I'm very excited to check them out. So let's go with What If.
꽃이 지고서야 그제서야 봄인 줄 알았네. 너무 당연하듯 내 곁에 있어서 그래서 네가
Ooh, combining guitar and piano works always. Give me the chorus actually. Such a good build up.
놓지 않았다면 우리 행복했던 그때로 돌아갈 수 있을까.
Beautiful. Very classic OST writing. Starting very soft, first chorus also still very soft, but now we're building up, now we're going louder and louder. Now that chorus is gonna hit. He's really impressed me so much because, like mentioned, he's also rapping so much. What a contrast. Ooh. As typical as an OST can be, but isn't that exactly what we want? I don't remember my exact words, but I talked in one of the music video reactions about that they would eat up a classic OST type of song, and that is the case here. What If is what's the right word to say? It's as poster book, picture book. It's an OST like it's been heard thousands of times before. Okay, like in terms of like the sonical production and like the way the song is constructed, the way we start and you know build up in the middle, boom, and then soft outro. We've obviously heard OSTs like this thousands of times before because there's just always hundreds of OSTs every month, basically, right? So obviously this isn't a song that you listen to and you're like, oh my god, new, never heard before, wow. Virtual Idol and Watch Me Woo definitely have more of a wow effect in the sense of, oh, this is a very different song. But that's the thing, like I mentioned with OSTs, you just really need to enjoy this type of sound because then you won't care if you've heard that same song basically 500 different times from 500 different artists, because you will enjoy it either way, and that's the case here. Incredible OST from them, beautifully sung, their voices fitted so well, this environment that an OST is walking in. What If is the most typical OST song you could ask for or you could write, and that's totally okay because they make it their own with the voices, with the delivery, make it a really enjoyable time. I've said it before, ballads are ultimately the songs I listen to the most at the end of the day because they're just the songs I can listen to the most without like being bored, or like they just hear me the most since I just am able to listen to them for the longest. The reactions often don't really showcase that as much because obviously a song like Dash is more exciting to react to than a ballad. But these are the songs that I love the most. And I'm definitely gonna maybe be making a little playlist with this island from, or just put it into my ballad playlist in general. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Obviously nothing new or creative or groundbreaking in that sense, because it is at the end of the day just your typical OST, but that is exactly what it needs to be. Beautiful. We have one more song, the final song. I gotta be honest, I'm running out of breath, but I'm happy I'm actually still pulling through with over 1 hour. We will stop soon, but not PLAVE. We Don't Stop, the final song, which was an OST for... let me check real quick. Spotify, why are you so slow on my phone? I mean, my phone in general is just extremely slow. But the favorite praised original soundtrack. I mean, also the thing when you think about OSTs, is simply the sound you think about the most, but it's also obviously a lot of other OST vibes. So let's see what we get here. More upbeat bubblegummy. Never mind. And yet also obviously, right, the classic band sound. Which is why I said they sound like they could be singing in OCs. Oh, wait, whoa. PLAVE Day 6-esque time. Yeah! That is what I pictured them doing when I listen to their title tracks. This song is also the most similar to the title tracks from what I've listened to today. Immediately sing along with it. Beautiful. Oh, that's such a high note to end on here. After we had some okay songs in the middle. This song sounds like it could have been right off of Meltdown. Day 6's last album. In the best way possible. It's oh, I love the sound. I love the constant hey, 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 hey. Such a fun song. Perfect. Perfect wrap up imaginable. You couldn't have ended it on a better note here. Okay, you couldn't have ended this video on a better and more energetic note. This is the song that I envisioned them singing after we finished that catching up on video. That was the sound I knew they would kill, and they did it. The uplifting, cheerful, and feel-good type of rock. Yeah. Like mentioned, Dash was such a deja vu from Dreamcatcher, with like the soft verses and then the very heavy chorus. And then the 4 main soundtracks we checked out: Wait for You, The Sixth Summer, Wait for Love, and yeah, it was actually Pump Up the Volume was more of its own thing, where they had this very classic Day 6 band type of sound with the rock elements and the guitar. I knew that they had a song like this in them, and they delivered it. Okay, what a fun, incredible song. Such a good time, incredibly catchy chorus, super energetic like mentioned, but like not energetic in like a heavyweight. Like this is not a heavy energetic rock like metal as example, like baby metal or whatever. This is the uplifting energetic rock. This life is good energy. Yeah, you listen to the song and you're like, life is beautiful. You have music, what more do you need? You just listen to the song and you feel happy. Or at least I just did. I just listened to the song, and like I mentioned, voice is tired. I was tired before the song. Boom, the song comes on and you're immediately in a better mood. And they, like mentioned, have the perfect voices for this type of sound. More of this. More of songs like this. Energetic, uplifting, feel-good rock songs. More. Perfect. immediately one of my favorite PLAVE songs, and I'm so excited to now make a PLAVE playlist and, like mentioned, do my PLAVE Day 6 Dreamcatcher X Near Heroes combo playlist. I will put it down in the comments at some point, or I don't know, maybe I make highlighted, I don't know, we'll see. Either way, this wraps up this uncut, over 1 hour long PLAVE special, where we now check out all of the other songs in the discography. So fun to once again deep dive into a new group for me, which is, like mentioned, something I haven't done in such degree since 2021, 2022, because obviously at that point in time, afterwards I just often immediately followed groups that newly debuted. So this was a bit of a new experience again for me to say, hey, they debuted not too long ago, they have a few songs already, let's just check them all out together. And as I mentioned, the difference, together. It's a big difference between I just listen to them on my own and with y'all here in front of the camera together. I, like mentioned, say and be honest with you that there were definitely some songs where I was like, they're just okay, a bit generic, not as good as the others. But as I then also said, it's also immediately a sign of it definitely got better very quickly. You have, like mentioned, songs like Pixel World, which is mine. Let's actually go through it a little bit again. Pixel World, on point, flawless, super good B-side, as good as a B-side can be technically, or at least in terms of, like, you know, the more classic B-sides that aren't necessarily supposed to be the big standouts like Chromadrift, are, like, really, really good. Why and I Just Love Ya were too short to really, really, you know, be memorable and really, really stick with you. Deeply was very, very nice. PLLIstmas, obviously, Christmas song, good Christmas song though. Watch Me Boo and Virtual Idol wouldn't necessarily call it their low point, but at least for me personally, the songs that did the least for me. Again, can applaud the uniqueness and how different it is. Again, I might listen to them again and see if maybe it actually does catch me a little bit, but I don't think so. But then we wrapped up things very, very early with From, which is extremely beautiful, love it a lot, similar to Island. Our Movie, which was really nice, some good energy, cool stuff. What If, which is the most classic OST sound imaginable, which they sounded fantastic with. And then We Don't Stop, which was such a perfect wrap up with such a nice and cheerful and healing energy. So yeah, PLAVE has really, really impressed me with their output. Some absolute incredible songs in there, like Wait for Love, Chromadrift, some beautiful ballads like Island, From, and From, Island, and Deeply, yeah, Deeply, and a lot of other individual highlight B-sides that were also really good. Some songs, like I mentioned, that didn't do as much for me, but it's totally okay. Hey, Dreamcatcher, my most listened to artist of all time with over 30,000 streams. I don't listen to every single Dreamcatcher song. Dreamcatcher also has songs where I'm like, oh, the 100% my thing. Yeah, not every single artist has a 100% non-skippable discography that doesn't exist for me. Yeah, and everybody that says that is lying. It's totally okay to say, okay, this song isn't for me. Yeah, or like this song isn't as good as the others. Totally okay. Yeah. I'm super intrigued in the careers. I'm super excited to continue to follow them. They won't be a group where like we'll like check out their variety content every day or like really follow them that deeply in that sense, but there will be a group that whenever they have a comeback, whenever they release new music, we will be sitting here and check it out together. That they definitely did, and that already is a lot, especially for someone like me who's a huge multi-stat who follows another many artists. Okay, so yeah, PLAVE, super good impression, super cool group, and just general the concept, the ideas. Super excited for what the future holds for them. Fantastic start into the year for them with this newest album, which was incredible. And I'm very excited to, yeah, what is the new from Star Wars? I will be watching the careers with great interest, and I hope that you guys will be tuning in into my reactions for them. For now, I hope you enjoyed this big special video. If you did, leave a like down below to show me that you did. Your thoughts on all the songs and all my opinions and thoughts down below in the comments as well. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, and gladly leave a sub as well, it would help me a lot. I'll be taking some some stuff for my throat, because I mean we put through pretty well though, I'd say. Yeah, I'm definitely still composing in comparison to, I feel like it actually been better this time than I did for the catching up video. which is not bad. But yeah, I hope I see you again all soon. I'm not sure yet when we will see each other again with PLAVE. Maybe, I won't announce anything, but maybe, depending on how good this video does, I'll see, okay, let's also check out some performances and covers and whatnot. I have a big schedule though, I have a lot stacking up, so I'm not sure if I will be able to find the time for it. I'll look for it though, I'll see if I can do something. Nonetheless, we'll always be here the next time PLAVE comes back, and beyond that, incredible comics coming up in the K-pop world, so stick around, sub, I would appreciate it a lot. For now, I hope all of you have a wonderful remaining Sunday and wonderful remaining week. No, wonderful Sunday and good start into your week. I'll see you back again soon on my channel.